Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if this is not your first time here. I thought that it would just be fun to do a get ready with you, or get ready with me. There are some things that I just wanted to talk about, and then also this is my 1 month recap of really working on like my makeup spending. Real quick, I'm just going to start off by using up this, or not using up, but I'm working on using up the Revolution Pore Blur. I have used this before in other videos. I don't know if I would say this is like the best primer. I think it definitely is blurring. It really gives that silicone kind of vibe. What's hard for myself is that it's winter currently, so I'm not really having any issues with my makeup lasting as they will in the summer. Totally random. You might see that I do have my hair down because I'm really trying to have my hair down. I guess I could even include this in the part of it, because one thing I did want to start doing these, if I do them monthly, or probably monthly honestly, is hair growth updates. So I am currently using minoxidil, the 5% strength, to grow back some of my hair. I do think my hair has been growing, pretty okay, but I do have some like little shorter bits at the top. You could definitely tell a massive difference between my hair length on the sides of my head and on the tops. I'm hoping to get like this area a bit filled in, so I have been applying it there as well, a little bit more of my hairline, and then also here, which I feel like has been growing. I really hope you can see, but my sideburn area, like this whole chunk here, has also always kind of been really short, really prone to breakage. I think is the main issues. I'm hoping that helps with that. I'm also really stepping up my hair care. I'm not quite advanced to why I'm not really talking about it. And as well, I have my hair down because I am trying to get used to having my hair down, because I always have my hair up, but I do want to have a nice long hair. So I'm just kind of getting myself used to it. Let me start applying some foundation. So I'm just using my normal one that I use, so the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. We'll start off with like a monthly check-in. So it is now February 7th as I am filming this. I feel like time is moving fast, and I feel like it's also not moving fast, because it feels like a lifetime ago to think that it was just Christmas, like a month ago, basically. I don't know why, but a part of me feels like we're about to be in summer, even though I'm like, no, we're still in winter. That might just be the fact that the weather has been like changing-ish. It's cold in the morning, and by the time I am out of work, it'll be sunnier, so my brain's just like, okay, it's summertime. First month of January. I think probably the most exciting thing is I am now at 260 subscribers, which is very exciting. I did do a post sometime in January at the beginning where I hit 200 subscribers, and now we're sitting at 260. I guess a round of applause for myself, and also thank you everybody who is here watching this content. I really am happy that we are growing. I definitely noticed my series of Playing with My Old Makeup is doing really well for me, so I definitely will be continuing that. Goals I am hoping for, but I think sometimes you just can't really help the YouTube algorithm, is I really want my long form content to get some better views. So I'm really trying to think of what videos I would like to film, especially with the fact that I'm really trying to go more anti-consumerism. I definitely do want to do like a new makeup releases. Should you buy them? Kind of not. So that might be something I work on soon. Besides that, my January was kind of just normal, nothing super exciting, just working and doing YouTube. Let me know down in the comments how your January went. How are you feeling? Let me finish up my other brow real quick, and then we can get into like the important part of this video. Alright, brows are finally done, so I'm going in with the Milani eyeshadow primer. For today's video, the palette I will be playing with the Resurrection by Wicked Widow. I was gonna do like a dedicated video to it, but I kind of decided against that, especially because they have like a new palette out right now for Valentine's Day. So I really don't want to be, making content that people are not that interested in. I do have like a handful of photos that I've done that I might post to Instagram playing with this palette. Still not 100% sure, but I probably should. But anyways, let's get into the important about this video. So really what I wanted to talk about is my finances and everything for the month of January. So I did really good with not overspending. I did keep everything within my financial goals. I bought no makeup. I know that I'm like still really fresh into this, so I know that the temptation is not going to be as strong as it will be. I guess definitely have gone through a little bit of that doubt cycle of, are people gonna like this content that I'm currently doing? Which I feel like is just gonna have to be a normal thing. And I'll just keep having to be a very experimental. I think that's my biggest thing I'm really trying to do with this, is just be very experimental with everything and look at it that I'm just having fun with this. I still want this to be something fun. I know that I do want to build it into something that, you know, hopefully in the future makes me some sort of money to potentially even have this be a job. That would be like so exciting. I guess we will have to see. I think that I just did really good. My budget, which I don't know if I've talked about before, so my current budget basically is just for whatever I want to purchase every month is $75. Last month, I just took the $75 and used it to pay off just some bills. That's something I'm definitely proud of. Like one of my bills, the PayPal is one of the cards. I still haven't decided again fully how I want to do this video, so I do apologize if it's all over the place, because I don't want to do anything that's like boring, like if people aren't curious about it, as in being like, this is my credit card. Because though I think that being conscious consumers is very important, and that's definitely content that I want to start making a lot more on here, I don't want to bore anybody with things about financial if they don't care. And also, I think it's interesting. I know that I don't want to be like a full financial channel. I just want to be more, conscious consumer and talk to you about it. Looking into this next month, so again, we are now in February. One of the hardest things that I've been struggling with is there is a fragrance that I really want. I'll have a photo popping up somewhere. It is a fragrance from Henry Rose Darkest Night that I just really want, but it is expensive. It's $120, and so I've really been saving. I've been playing, which is funny, but hey, if you've never played, Fetch has a gaming part on their app, and if you like playing games and stuff, definitely check that out. I still don't fully know if I will continue it once I'm done. So my current goal is I've already won about a $50 gift card, and then I'm hoping to get another one so that will cover the majority of the fragrance, which if I did not say the fragrance is $120. So it is quite expensive. That I know that this year I wanted to have nicer things that make me feel good, things that I've wanted for a very long time and are not influenced by other people. It's just stuff that I want, things that make me feel special. Definitely check out Fetch apps or gaming part if you want to. My only caveat with that is it is a lot of time. It's time consuming, and I think that in the beginning when you're playing the games that are giving out like more points, it's a lot more fun. But I feel like quickly I have learned that a lot of the other games that they offer give very little points. Also, I don't like that it's becoming addicting, because it's not this massive amount of money, and I don't like the fact that I feel like I'm always playing games when I don't, sometimes I don't want to always be. So I've been trying to put that distance in there more. I think eventually I probably will just stop playing the games. I'm really trying to get away from this idea of, my brain was like, okay, so this fragrance, we're coming up on Valentine's Day. So again, it is the 7th as I'm recording this. I think it'll be right before Valentine's Day when this is going up. So I was like, well, what's something I could do for myself for Valentine's Day? And I was like, well, this fragrance would be really nice. And though I do agree, I think a win of what I'm doing to help myself with my consumerism is that I'm like, well, I don't have the money and I need to wait. And so I am hoping that by the end of the month, I will have the money, especially as well knowing the $75. That technically is not mine until the month is over, right? Like it's $75 for the entire month, and we're a couple days into February. I really don't want to just blow all of my money within a couple of days. It's not a good idea. With that, I'm really trying to just wait and knowing that at the end of everything, it will feel a lot more worth it. My thoughts about saving more money and not spending all of it, knowing that I do have this allowance of $75 that I could just spend every single month, I really want to start saving, as I know that there are going to be beautiful things out there that I do want, and I'm really trying to look at it as what value is it going to bring into my life. Currently, makeup is not really on there. There are some makeup things, but not like a lot that I have like on a wish list. I really want to be able to kind of have a little bit of like a fund of just money that I am saving for things throughout the year and even into the future that I know I'm gonna want. With doing YouTube, I know eventually I'm gonna want a better camera. I know that there are other things I'm gonna want with that. I know that I'm gonna want to buy like a subscription to Canva, which is $120. That's something else I would say I'm saving up for. I'm really just trying to get more in this realm of saving up for future things that can help me with this, creating this more into a business, help me get my screenshots see it better, and also just saving up for things that are going to be impactful to my life and not within that consumeristic realm of, oh, if I buy this now, it's going to make me feel really good. I guess I could give you an example while we're talking. While I'm doing the rest of my base, I'm just going to pop on some foundation real quick. So an example with that would be, I really wanted to, and I put it on a list, I was going to buy Florence and the Machine's Dance Fever album. I absolutely love Florence and the Machine, and I have listened to, I love almost everything on that entire album. And I remember I had saw like a random short or something where she had released this fancy album. It's, I believe, $100, and it has like a lyric book and, just this very nice stuff, very like aesthetic, right? Which is such a trendy, trendy topic. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love aesthetics. Where I talk myself off of the ladder with the aestheticness of it is, for one, I already pay for a music subscription service. I don't need that album. But also, I'm really trying to get away from fantasy self. I'm trying to get away from fantasy self and have this album and have this this gorgeous box. But let's be, completely honest. What am I gonna do? It has some posters. I could hang them up. It's not something that is actually helping myself. What I more want to focus on is, things that are for me, things that are part of my presentation of how I want to look. I really want to get some different clothing items. I'm trying to figure out like what my aesthetic for like clothing and fashion is. And I do know that some form of like witchy, even though I'm not like a practicing person of witchcraft, but something that's like, more witchy, more mystical. A lot of people have said like Stevie Nicks, which I do like a lot of her fashion, but it's things that you would get to see that, you know what I mean? And I think that might be a better idea of things to purchase besides an album. You know what I mean? An album is not something that's going to show this outer reflection of what I want people to see. It's going to be something that I just have at home that sits on a shelf that I'm like, well, it was an experience when I bought it, and I'm sure the first time I opened it would be this experience, but it is short-lived. And then I guess this can be so jumbled, I do apologize, but something to go along with that is I think I'm more trying to think of things as in categories. So something like that would be something that I want, something that would be nice to have, but might be something more if ever I have people that are like, oh, I want to get you a gift. I want to get you something nice. Or it might be, that album, or there are other albums that are, more affordable. But I'm really trying to look at things like that, things that are probably more in the realm of like gifty. To be honest, I know this is kind of crazy. I almost like I just want to like stop and just finish talking to you about some of the financially stuff, or as if I wanted to talk about. I might just call this like my monthly roundup, whatever. So I know I apologize. I'm probably not as aesthetic or whatever. And when I do this next time, I probably will be. I just feel like there's more stuff I want to talk about. And it is like super hard to talk and do your makeup, I feel like, and not just ramble. Like I want this to be important, what I am saying. So another thing that I have been really wanting to possibly create within my collection is an area of using up stuff. So even where I am sitting, I have a desk right in front of me. I have a drawer that usually holds my like blushes, highlighters, contour contour face powders. I'm noticing that I'm sometimes either feeling like I can't see all the products, so that's something I don't like, but I'm also really wanting to get more use out of it. With my series of using up my old makeup, I am wanting to get more use out of specifically my eyeshadow palette, but I do think that it is something that I want to bring in with my other products, my face products, things that I just really haven't used. So I'll give you kind of just a random example, but this palette I bought forever ago, this is from NYX, and it is just this little highlighter palette. Some of the shades are really nice. When I did swatch them out the other day, they all blended out very nicely. They all have like a nice glow, and I really just want to try to get some more use out of it. So I'm kind of making like this a goal of like, okay, this month or whatever, this will be the highlighting palette that I want. This will be the blush palette that I'm going to use. I'm very tempted to move the products out of this drawer. The goal is to not buy other stuff to organize my makeup. If I need to in the future, I'm not going to say that's not something I won't do, but also knowing that I'm working on a different goal with my finances, I don't really have the available funds at the moment, but I know that I really want to start on this project. So I'm thinking of moving out all these products and then having just this drawer be like, okay, this is the makeup that I'm trying to use up, or this is the makeup for the month, and then I can really actually get some good use out of this stuff. And I don't quite know what I'll do for videos. I don't think I'll ever be like a channel that's like, oh, this is the full-on palettes I'm using up. And I want to tie it in with discussions about consumerism and discussions about makeup and just going into my current makeup that I already have to kind of get some use out of it. That's more the idea. I don't think I'll ever be a channel that's like, oh, I'm 100% using this up. Does it feel like my vibe? I still really enjoy talking about makeup, and I think that's my more main thing is I want to get back to the makeup and not just buying the stuff, if that makes sense, of appreciating makeup, playing with makeup, really having a lot of fun with makeup. I think that is it for today's video. I'm sure was a bit rambly. I will definitely try to make sure that when we do February's check-in for spending, I think this might be something I do once a month because, you know what, why not? And we'll just see how it does. Let me know what you think. If I have other video ideas, then maybe I'll make this something quarterly. I still think it was hopefully worthwhile. So again, let me know down below in the comments what you do think. I would absolutely love it if you would love to subscribe and join me for some fun makeup, just having lots and lots of fun with makeup. And I will see you on my next one. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you later. Okay, bye.